What's good? It's your boy, the urban legend, K to the motherfucking bird, KGUSA representative all day in the building. And today we're gonna be talking about why it's important to do features with other artists. Why it's important to do features with other artists. And this all gonna tie into streams, playlists, music placements, and how to make money off your music as an independent artist. How to get some get back off what you invest. How to invest and double up that investment. Get you a ROI, a return on that investment, a double up, just like anything else. Let's get into it. So first off, I'm gonna run down the list of the artists that I didn't work with so you can understand that when I tell you this information, I ain't playing with you. I'm just telling you from experience. Alright, the first artist I worked with independently was Project Pat. The second artist I worked with after that was Lil Chat, the girl that's on the song that he did, Chicken Heads. The next person I worked with was Crunchy Black. And after Crunchy Black, I worked with Lil Flip. I went through my whole Texas run. So I worked with Lil Flip. I worked with Killer Callion. I worked with ESG. I did some shit in Memphis with Kingpin, Skinny Pimp, Frazier Boy, you know what I mean? And then I went to the East Coast with it, you know what I mean? Don't let me forget, I went to the East Coast with it. I got a joint with Sadat X from Brand Nubian. I got a joint with J.R. Ryder from Dipset. I got a joint from Keith Murray, the legendary Keith Murray from the Def Squad. You know what I mean? And also, I went out west with it too. I got features with Corrupt, The Game. Man, I got a lot of features, bro. You know what I mean? I forgot to even mention. I'm about to then have that shit slip my mind. I got a feature with a Miami artist that's major out there, that's big, and that's Chaotic. Chaotic 305. If you ain't following them, you better get up on it in Miami. You know what I mean? Dade County. Fucking Opelika. You know what I mean? Them niggas doing their thing. Carroll City. Real Miami. Over the bridge. And I also got a feature with Young Dolph. You know what I mean? Young Dolph. I was blessed with that shit from Project Pack. You know what I mean? And I did the right thing with my blessing. I blessed somebody else and put my homeboy from Colorado on that shit. Static. Black Static Blue Flame. Big dog, I ain't forget about you. Still doing your thing. You part of the team. Me and you, we in this shit together. We riding. Yeah, that's a little rundown of people I done work with. So you can do your research and check out K-Bird. Look at my streams, look at my numbers, so you can see this shit is no cap. And you know, matter of fact, I'm going to drop a little clip of my Spotify numbers. Just my Spotify. Matter of fact, I'm going to do my Apple Music too. I'm going to give you both of them so you can see exactly what it is that a nigga ain't bullshitting about the streaming shit. Alright, so with that being said, I'm telling you that's important to invest in yourself and work with other artists. The reason why it's important, because a lot of these artists that I done work with, you know, a lot of them got more fans than me, more followers than me, you know what I mean? And all of them not in the same region, so that mean that they all got their own separate fan base, you know what I mean? My Memphis fan base, you know what I mean? I fuck with Memphis tough, so that's like fam, you know what I mean? When I fuck with Memphis, I fuck with Memphis hard. So I'm definitely love the Memphis fan base, but when you spread it out, working with other artists like I did with Houston and New York, when you spread it out, you give your shit more chance to get heard. It's like, think about the NBA draft, right? And with those balls that they bubble up and then one rise to the top and then the person get the number one pick, right? The object to that game to have the best chances of getting a high pick is to have a lot of balls in that shit, you know what I mean? So you gotta have all your music spread around in that same format in your brain. Have your music spread around, man. Have that shit in different areas with different artists. So when somebody hit that button on that playlist, it's a good chance you might come up. And when you come up, most people that listen to music, like if they like your voice or they like that one song, they're more prone to go back. They're more prone to damn do it again to see really what's it's like, see how it sounded, and they like, okay, I'm liking that shit, so let me check this dude out. You know what I mean? Then they're gonna go to your YouTube. Then they're gonna go to your Instagram. Then the Facebook. But Facebook, they ain't really give a fuck about. They might go to your TikTok after that and your Twitter. But what I'm saying is, man, when it comes to this music business, yo, you gotta invest in yourself and you gotta get them features. And fuck what you heard with niggas saying, nah, man, I ain't paying for no feature. Every artist that's an artist, a real artist, paid for a feature, bro. And if you paying for them features, you gonna get some get back. You know what I mean? You can sit there and make you 100 songs, and I can make me 10 songs with 10 features. You put out those 100 songs, in your area, they might fuck with you, the people that know you. But if you ain't known around the world as a major artist and you independent, you know what I mean? Your shit might do, I'm gonna give you 5 to 10K. But me, I could do 10 songs with 10 features and probably do 500K, 600K. You see what I'm saying? And it depends on how you and the artist rocking. If you got a good rapport with that artist, you might be able to get the features for cheap. And if you can get the features for cheap, man, that's always a benefit, man. That's a bonus. If you can get the features for cheap, you definitely gonna get a ROI, a return on your investment. You definitely gonna get a double up. Cause the streaming game, man, it used to be real sweet. Like 2 years ago, you could do like a couple 100,000 and you kind of make a couple of stacks. You know what I mean? But now, since everybody hip to the game, they bringing the value down. So you got to do numbers consistently. You can't have a damn drop off month. You can't have a month where your shit drop, because if your shit ever drop, there's no saying and no guarantee your shit might get back. And that's for a mainstream artist and an independent artist. So as an independent artist, you got to be thinking smart, man. You got to be thinking long term. If you're really doing this shit as your job, you really depending on this shit to pay you, you got to think long term. Meaning, you got to have a thick catalog, and on that catalog, you got to be branching out. You got to be having features. Ain't nothing wrong with doing projects and albums when it's all you. And you know what I mean? You might throw a feature or two on it just to give it a little boost. But in between that time of you not making your album or your project, you need to be doing work. You need to be collaborating. You need to be doing footwork. And footwork, you ain't doing a bunch of open mics. You know what I mean? Open mics is cool. And performances is cool if you got your business right. If you got your ASCAP business right on the performances, at least you gonna get 150 every time you do a show. But if you ain't got that right, shit, you ain't even getting that. So, with that being said, man, features is a good thing to do. And I don't give a fuck what nobody else done told you, whatever their ego done told them that made them think, man, I ain't paying for no feature, whatever the fuck. Whatever got them thinking that shit, gonna get them niggas left behind and lost in the wind. You feel me? Nigga gonna be lost in the sauce and can't move like a boss. Just taking nothing but losses and never getting up, never getting no get back. You know how many niggas in my state making music that never made a motherfucking dollar, just spent money? All they did was spend motherfucking money. Money for the video, money for studio time, money for the shit getting mixed, money for damn going back to the studio, money for driving to the show, money and money and money and money. Keep on spending and spending. And these niggas ain't make a dollar back. Now that shit makes no sense to me. You know what I mean? If it's a hobby, it's your passion, it's your love, then it makes sense to me. Then you're doing it for the right reasons. You're doing it for mental and spiritual fulfillment. And there ain't shit wrong with that. That's art. That's how art supposed to be appreciated. You know what I mean? You can't have a price on it if it's damn making you a better person and making you happy in your life. But if you're approaching it as a businessman, you want to know why you ain't winning, why you ain't getting all them hits like you need to, and you dropping banging ass music, you should think about doing a feature and putting a banging ass artist on your banging ass music and get to a motherfucking banging ass bag. You feel me? But you gotta pay to play. You know what I mean? You gotta pay to get your shit on them certain playlists and shit like that on Spotify, Apple Music, and shit like that. You gotta pay for. But when you pay for that shit and you got a feature with it, it's gonna boost it up like from 1 to 100 quick, man. Going from 1 to 100 real quick. And that's a fact. That little feature, like that artist that been chilling for a minute, you might bring him back out. You know what I mean? You might start making him get interviews and getting called for shit and get him algorithm and traction with the record that you put out and the way you promoted it. And it's a win-win from him. You paid him for something and you getting money back yourself because all the playlists you on. And then sometime, man, if you fuck with an artist real good, he fuck with you, you can get some shit for free. Yeah, some shit for free. I ain't supposed to really say that because a lot of niggas gonna be thinking they can get shit for free, but the facts are, you can sometimes. And that's all I'm gonna do for today, man. Just come to y'all, talking with y'all real quick about why investing in features is a good investment. Investing in features is a good thing to do. Know that, understand that, and if you're right, man, get to it, man. Invest. Start putting your money where your mouth is. Invest in you, and you're gonna get that bread back. Free game. And I'm out.